Do another Let's Play Pokemon Emerald video. In the last part, we got to Petalburg City. You might be wondering why we're not in Petalburg City right now. Well, let me tell you. It's because we have found our second team member. Now, it took a while to get this far. It really did. This thing just did not want to be found at all. Can I get on the... Well, I was going to explain the difficulty of finding this thing, but I'm sure you guys can tell since my Torchic's already level 15, the difficulty of going through and finding this stupid thing. Alright, so we got a docile nature. I'm not too keen on natures, but it looks like I'm not sure if this is true or not, but it looks like we have a lowered attack and defense, but a higher special attack and speed. I don't know. But now, the other difficult thing about Ralts is that it doesn't learn an attacking move until level 6. So that means there's going to have to be some training. Some switch-out training. So, and we already fought all these people here. But, we'll do some more fighting. And while we're in the middle of fighting, before we get to the next thing we have to do in the game, I said in the last video that I'd be talking about the Delta episode. Which, for those of you who don't know, in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, that is the first thing you do in the after game, is the Delta episode. And it deals with Rayquaza and Deoxys and all those fun things. Well, it's been a while since I played the Delta episode, so my memory's a bit foggy. But I'm going to talk about it anyway, because I said that I would, and it's a part of my new favorite game that I only didn't want to play through of, because I only have the one copy, and I really don't want to start over again. Or at least right now. Maybe if I pick up Omega Ruby, I will, but for right now, I'm just going to keep playing through the game. So, the Delta episode starts off with, depending on which game you have, either it's going to be a cutscene with a Team Magma Grunt or a Team Aqua Grunt taking off their uniform and revealing, you know, like wearing their quote-unquote usual clothes. I mean, it looks a little weird, but for them, it's their usual clothes. And it's, to me, it sent flashbacks to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue Rescue Team, where you had to go get Rayquaza's help to smash up a meteor in the sky. So you do essentially the same thing here, but she tells you the story of the legends and the ancients of the Pokemon and all that fun stuff. And she does this as you're climbing Sky Pillar. And it is so much easier in this game to climb Sky Pillar than in the originals. Well, after you do the first time through in Emerald, when you get the help of Rayquaza and you just walk up, but not like the Mach Bike. No, the Mach Bike was freaking stupid. Real quick here, this is a cleverly disguised tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. And this little crapper right here gets a Ralts on his first try. Level 5. You can't do that. Ralts only comes at level 4. And it's so freaking rare. But no, you know, first try, he gets all that fun stuff. Anyway. So you get to the top. And you have to be the one to catch Rayquaza. Because Rayquaza won't give its power to you. Or it won't give its power to the girl. And the girl went throughout the game and took Wally's, Archie/Maxie's, and May as Keystone. So she could have enough power to Mega Evolve Rayquaza. And upon you Mega Evolving Rayquaza, and you ride it up into space. You go into space in this game, actually. Like, there used to be, like, myths back in the original days of this game, like Red or Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, where you could go up into space and get Deoxys, they made that true. You put on that suit that you put on when you go to Primal, Groudon / Kyogre, and you go into space, and you fly through a meteor, and then. Now, for those of you who have played this game, you know, or maybe you do, or I don't know if you know or not, but there was an event to get Deoxys, and what you had to do was you had to push this triangle on an island in a certain like pattern, and they do that same pattern right before you fight Deoxys after you fly through. Oh, by the way, spoilers. This whole video is spoilers. Maybe I should put that in the description. But it is just amazing. And you fight Deoxys. It's level 80. Only other time that there's been a level 80 legendary in a game is the Arceus event, when you use the Azure Flute and you go to the top of Spear Pillar. But it was just fantastic. I loved every second of it. I really did. Now, I will say that going back to the game, this game that is, I will say I did find quite a few Raltses, but none of them had Trace. And I'd rather have Trace than Synchronize, because that just comes in handy to me more than Synchronize would. Because Synchronize, what it does is, if you get paralyzed, then your opponent gets paralyzed. If you get poisoned, your opponent gets poisoned, and etc., etc. But with Trace, you can take their ability, and sometimes it might not be all so helpful, but other times it will be. So, I don't know. Like, if they have Levitate, and then you take Levitate, and you're in a double battle, and you're in the one that doesn't have Trace has Earthquake, you now, in place of Trace, you now have Levitate, so it won't affect you, but that's just one instance. And we might actually get an evolution this video. Going up here, I don't think this guy, what it's like at the bottom of the sea. Well, I'll tell you on, after I get 7 gym badges, I'll be sure to come back and tell you all about it. Now, this guy here has a Magikarp? Yeah. He's not, no, he's not the 6th Magikarp guy. No, he's not, but, he still has a Magikarp nonetheless. Actually, that guy is west, I want to say he's west of Pacific Log Town on the way to get the Regis and all that. And actually, he gets a team of 6 Gyarados later on after you do some rematches. But they all, he starts at the highest level, but all the levels go down, I think, by 2. But, but it balances out, because each time he sends out another Ralts, it has, all the Gyarados have Intimidate, so it's lowering your attack ever so slightly. Unless you're switching out, of course. So, we're going to learn Peck here. And I just decided to get rid of Focus Energy because I don't really use it. And we're about to get another move because... What? Torchic's evolving? Yes, at level 16, all Hoenn starters evolve. Now, I wish I could play the music for you guys, but the way that the game is running right now, the sound would just be off and it would be terrible. So, I'm just going to leave the sound out for these next couple of videos. Well, next few videos. Maybe next, 10 or so. Because, I just don't have a way to fix it right now. My computer's not strong enough to do what I wish I could do. But I might be getting a capture card. I might not be. I don't know what the future holds. But what I do want to know what it holds is that we've been doing this for 10 minutes. So we'll get this last video in, or this last battle in, and then in the next video we'll start the Petalburg Woods. But in Ruby and Sapphire, this was Rich Boy Winston. but now is Lady Cindy. I believe both of them have Zigzagoons. And both of them are very annoying. Because unless you take them out in one hit... You know what, hang on, let me see if I can show you what frustrates people so much. Alright, Scratch, am I going to kill you? Don't kill you. Cool. Alright. Here we go, let's see if they do it this time. Oh, they didn't do it. Usually they use a full restore. And it's like, a full restore? At this point in the game, not even one gym badge in. And you're just going to pull out a full freaking restore. Well... I had fun. I hope you did too. So let's see. We got our second team member. And we evolved our starter. And we don't even have the first gym badge yet. That's how hardcore we are playing Pokemon Emerald right now. But anyway, guys, in the next video, we'll start Petalburg Woods and maybe reach Rustboro City. Hope to see you guys then.